religions in the 21st century. Does it still make sense? Let's begin not with theology, but with a simple scientific observation. The distance between the Earth and the Sun varies between approximately 147 and 152 million kilometers throughout the year. Modern science has measured this delicate balance with extreme precision. Here's something remarkable. A slight deviation in this cosmic order would either plunge our planet into a frozen wasteland or burn it beyond recognition. Life would simply not exist, and there is nothing we could do to change that reality. Modern science continues to reveal the unimaginable scale of the universe. Astronomers estimate that there are over 100 billion galaxies, each containing billions of stars. It raises a powerful question. If we are so small in a universe so enormous, and if our scientific knowledge cannot control even the basic conditions that allow us to live, then who ultimately has control? At this point, we naturally enter the realm of religion, particularly Islam. The Qur'an invites us to reflect on these observations.
He has subjected the night and the day, the sun and the moon for your benefit. The sun travels on its fixed course. That is the design of the Almighty, the All-Knowing. He is the one who created 7 heavens, one above the other. You will not see any imperfection in the creation of the Most Compassionate. Look again. Do you see any flaws?
So let's get started. What is religion? Human beings naturally seek purpose, identity, and direction. Throughout history, religion has been humanity's way of answering the biggest questions. Why are we here? Who created us? What happens after we die? What is right and what is wrong? The word religion can be defined in many ways, but in essence, it is a divinely revealed system of guidance, knowledge, morals, and principles sent by the Creator to His creation. We know that religions were delivered to the prophets through revelation. One message, many messengers. The Qur'an states,
Indeed, the religion in the sight of Allah is Islam.
According to Islamic belief, Islam is the final, complete form of one timeless divine message delivered by many prophets throughout history, from Adam, Noah, and Abraham to Moses and Jesus. Peace be upon them all. Every prophet taught the same core message. Worship the one true God. Do not associate partners with Him. Live a moral and righteous life as the prophets warned. Islam teaches that earlier revelations were true, but over time, human alterations and cultural influences changed their original form. Therefore, the Qur'an came as the final preserved revelation to restore and strengthen the original message. Prophet Muhammad is the final prophet sent by God. He brought Islam, the last and only valid religion, and with his mission, the chain of prophethood came to an end. The Qur'an clearly states that after the truth of Islam has been revealed, other religious paths will not be accepted.
Whoever seeks a way of life other than Islam, it will never be accepted from them, and in the hereafter they will be among the losers.
What does Islam teach? The core beliefs of Islam include the oneness and absolute perfection of God, belief in the prophets, belief in divine scriptures, with the Qur'an as the final and only authority, the purpose of human life, the reality of death and resurrection, the day of judgment, divine decree and wisdom. Islam is not just a theory, it is a practical way of life. It defines morality, justice, and personal character. From prayer and charity to social responsibility and kindness, every action can be an act of worship. In Islam, every believer has a direct relationship with God. There is no priesthood or no intermediaries. The Qur'an teaches that superiority in God's sight is not based on race, nationality, or wealth, but on piety. Why only Islam? 1. The Qur'an has been perfectly preserved. The Qur'an is the only major scripture that has remained unchanged since its revelation over 1,400 years ago. It has been memorized by millions of people from generation to generation, maintaining both its wording and pronunciation. In addition to this living oral tradition, early written manuscripts of the Qur'an still exist today. Fragments such as the Birmingham manuscript, believed to date back to within decades of the Prophet Muhammad's lifetime, confirm the remarkable consistency of the text over centuries. The Qur'an states,
Indeed, we sent down the message, and indeed, we will certainly preserve it.
2. Prophet Muhammad is the final messenger. Islam teaches that Prophet Muhammad was chosen as the messenger of the final revelation, completing the message delivered by earlier prophets.
Just as we have sent among you a messenger from yourselves, reciting to you our verses, and purifying you, and teaching you the book, and wisdom, and teaching you that which you did not know.
His teachings, known as the Sunnah, were lived, practiced, and witnessed by thousands of contemporaries. These teachings were then carefully recorded and preserved through a rigorous scholarly methodology, supported by verified chains of transmission, comparable to the preservation of the Qur'an itself. 3. A universal message for all humanity. Islam is not limited to a specific nation, tribe, or time period. The Qur'an declares,
Today I have perfected your religion for you, completed my favor upon you, and chosen Islam as your way. We have sent you, O Prophet, only as a deliverer of good news and a warner to all of humanity, but most people do not know.
What about today? We live in an age of science, technology, and information. Yet the fundamental questions of life have not changed. What is our purpose? Where did we come from? Where are we going? Islam does not ask for blind belief. It invites us to think, question, research, and reflect. The Quran encourages humanity to seek knowledge and to reflect on the world as a sign of divine wisdom. It also reminds us that death is inevitable for every soul and that the day of judgment is a reality for both those who believe and those who deny. On that day, ignorance, assumptions, and hearsay will offer no excuses. So, where can we start? Read the Quran in your own language. Learn the life of Prophet Muhammad, described as a mercy to all worlds. Ask sincere questions. Seek reliable, authentic sources. Islam teaches that accepting faith is simple. It does not require you to abandon your culture or nationality, saying the foundational statement that affirms the oneness of God and the acceptance of the final revelation brought through Prophet Muhammad. The meaning of this statement is clear. It means clearing our minds of all the authorities that direct our lives and accepting Allah, who created us for this life of testing, as the only authority. This is the starting point of Islam, the righteous path. In today's chaos, we will see that first throwing everything out of our minds and then firmly adhering to a correct authority is the solution to all our problems.
Indeed, this Quran guides to that which is most just and right.
If this episode made you think, go for it. And if you want to learn more about Islam, subscribe and stay with us. Don't forget to share our videos with someone who might benefit.